Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Keep it simple. Rhiannon here. I just realized earlier, not today, it was actually yesterday afternoon or evening. I don't think I've ever shared my name. My name is Rhiannon. It's technically it's from the Fleetwood Mac song Rhiannon. My parents were hippies, I guess, back in the day, and they both really liked that song. So that is what I'm named after. Um, a lot of people say Rhiannon just because of Rihanna, like the famous singer, but it's Rhiannon. And to make it easier, I just often say to call me Rhi. It's just easier to pronounce, easier to roll off the tongue, all that sort of thing. So anyhow, that's my name. And in today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do what I'm calling a monthly reset. And I know a lot of YouTubers do like a weekly reset. I just can't commit to that, nor do I really reset on a weekly basis. So I'm more of like a monthly, maybe every 2 weeks kind of person. So yeah, I thought I would, kind of come on here and share some of the things that I often change out, for the month. So we have a couple different things we're going to cover here, and it's not just purse related, but yes, I'm going to talk about my purse focus. So it's not that I'm going to use these purses every single day. I'm just going to focus on using them throughout this monthly period. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about perfume, what perfumes that I'm trying to use up. We're also going to talk about home fragrance, what home fragrance waxes am I trying to use up. I'm also going to talk a little bit about my Porch Goose. I don't know. I actually think it's a Midwestern thing. I live in Florida, but I love the Porch Goose thing. And I just changed her outfit for the month of December. So I'm going to share that. I'm also going to talk a little bit about my med bag. It might kind of sound strange that I'm switching out my med bag or my medicine bag, but when you're someone who has to take a lot of medication and supplements for um, an illness that is permanent, uh, having it in a cute bag just makes it a little bit better, right? So I do tend to switch out my med bag, not monthly, maybe quarterly, but yeah, we'll get into that later. Yeah, and I think that's it. In the future I might cover a few other things that might be interesting, but for today, that's what I'm doing. Okay. So let's start with the purse. Okay. As far as purses go, the two purses that I'm going to focus on using in December are my Baggu shoulder bag. I think I shared this in my Where Are We Going tag. I really like this bag. It's nylon. It's black and white gingham. It kind of goes with the Christmas vibe, right? This is a pretty popular print, the black and white gingham for Christmas and during winter time. And this is just such a great, like, throw on your shoulder, keep everything in it kind of bag. So yeah, this is the bag I'm going to focus on for that. The other bag that I'm going to focus on, pardon my microphone here, is a bag that I haven't gotten yet. It's on its way. It is a Coach bag. I will try to put an image up here or here. I've never put images in a video before, but I will try. And it is going to be the Coach Bleecker 21. I tried the bigger Bleecker and it didn't work out for me. Yeah, but I'm going to do the Coach Bleecker 21 for this month. It should be here in a couple days, and I will do an actual like in-depth review on the Bleecker 21 when I get it. But yeah, it's suede. I'm really excited about it. I tried it on in store and I can't wait to get it. So yeah, so those are my two bags that I'm going to focus on. Again, that doesn't mean I can't use other bags for like specific occasions or anything. These are just bags that I want to make sure get used. Okay, the next items that we're going to go through, I'm actually going to film them up close. I'm not going to do it this way. I wouldn't be able to share and talk and all the things. So I'm going to take you off of this tripod and I will move you back here. So first up, we're going to talk about my med bag. Currently right now, I'm just using a Louis Vuitton Nice. I don't think this is the BB. I just think it's called the Nice. It's the bigger one. And I keep all of my daily medication and supplements in here. Honestly, just FYI, the majority is definitely supplements. Something I can share about myself is I have Crohn's disease, and it's something that I've really struggled to share with other people. It's something that, I've had like embarrassment over, and just a lot goes along with Crohn's disease. And my Crohn's disease doesn't necessarily present itself the same way a lot of others do, but my body has a really hard time digesting nutrients and things like that. And so I have to take a lot of supplementation to make up for that. So it might seem like I take a lot of medications or supplements, but it's because I truly need it. I don't absorb it as I should just from eating regular food. So you can see in here, just make sure I don't have any, you can see in here, this is everything I take on a daily basis. And maybe one day, I will share some of the details of this if there's interest, but I get it. A lot of people don't have Crohn's disease, so why would they care? Anyhow, the point is I am moving out of the Nice, the Louis Vuitton Nice, and I'm going to move into this, which is a Longchamp pliage, something like that. And let me see. Looks like there's something in it. Oh, okay. It's just a, one of these things. It's from Zumoni. What are these things called? Bag organizers. So let me go ahead and get everything moved over. Oh, it's not in there. I need this. Goes there, and then all the pill bottles will go in here in the organizer. I'm hoping that when it comes to the prescriptions, I'm not showing my name on there, like my personal info. I don't really care if you know about the prescription. I just don't want it to like show my address or something. Okay. Everything is in there. So we are good to go. And she is what I will use over kind of the winter season for my medication. And one thing with using this is, the constant having to unsnap this and snap this, it is a bit of a pain. So I just leave it unsnapped like that. Okay, I'm back. Had a small interruption there. So one thing that I do sometimes change out is this. This is what I call my Crohn's kit. It has kind of everything I need in here for an emergency. Like I mentioned earlier, my Crohn's doesn't really present itself like most other Crohn's patients. I have problems with what's called strictures, and unfortunately they cause me to throw up or vomit. And it's very unexpected. It's very inconvenient. And so I kind of have to carry around these Emmy bags, or the long name is emesis bags. And that way, if I do need to get sick and I'm out in public somewhere, I always have this with me. And also in here are these little restroom emergency kits. If you have Crohn's, sometimes you have to go to the bathroom in an emergency and you don't have much time. And sometimes that means you have to use the bathroom in places that aren't as clean, or, anyhow. So this kind of has, toilet paper. It has a toilet seat, you know, paper protector. It's got wet wipes, things like that. Things that you would need if you need to use the bathroom in a not so pleasant area. I also have my nausea medicine in there for backup. Because again, I do mostly suffer with strictures, and that causes me a lot of nausea and a lot of, unfortunately, you know, throwing up or vomiting. So this is perfect because it fits it all in here, and it's nice and slim, and I can pretty much lay it in, for the most part, any size bag. Sometimes I'll switch over to these. I have these in quite a few colors, but if I'm using a smaller bag, I'm not able to fit it in there. And I just realized if I'm going to use my Bleecker 21, this might not fit that great. Actually, you know, I'm going to still switch and we'll see. We'll see how it fits. So this is just like, okay. So let's take everything out. Okay, this is both stomach medications. This one's the most important. It's Zofran. It's for my nausea. Then I've got a Butts Deserve Better tissue wipe. TMI, sorry. My Emmy bag. And my restroom kit. I'll put all that in there. And we'll see. We'll see how this works out with the Bleecker. Okay, first, let's talk about Scentbird. So this is not a sponsored video. I'm just putting it out there. I am a Scentbird fan. I know a lot of people feel like it's not worth it. I love trying perfumes. If I don't try smaller samples first, I end up with a million bottles. This month I got Gucci Bloom. The scent notes for this one, it looks like Rangoon Creeper, Jasmine Bud, and Tuberose. Envisioned as a thriving garden of flowers. So yeah, I believe I've tried this out before and I've just never bought the bottle. I am a big floral fan. I also realized I probably should have gotten this more like February, March. It's just not kind of the right time of year for me to wear this. So I'm going to save this as part of a future month. And I've chosen some other fragrances to kind of focus on because I do want to start using up some of my fragrances. I have so many. So I have a variety here. And let's go ahead and get started. We'll get started back here. So this is a body spray and it's retired. It's no longer around. It's called Beautiful Day by Bath and Body Works. I'm not a fragrance snob and I love floral and fruity. So I can definitely get away with like some of the cheaper type options. The fragrance note for this is Sun-Kissed Apple, Sparkling Cassie, Wild Daisies, Pink Peony, and Fresh Woods. So I have about 7 more of these left. I love it that much. It's so nice and fresh, and it leaves quickly. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't last, but it just makes me so happy. And I've picked some other pretty heavy fragrances, and I'm not a heavy fragrance person. So I need this to just kind of give me, you know, a little bit of lightness to kind of mix in with some of these other things. So I'm gonna use that. Next up, this is Lancome, I don't know how to pronounce this, La Vie Est Belle, Eau de Parfum. And this is older packaging. I think the new packaging is like smooth now. But this is supposed to be a bright iris and warm vanilla. When I read this originally, I thought I would really like it because of the floral in it. I've had it for quite some time, but it's definitely got some gourmand going on, right? And I can only use it sort of in moderation and mix it with other things. But yeah, I definitely want to get through some of this, and now is the season to do it. Mine is definitely turned color. It used to be a really pretty light pink, but now it's kind of turning a bit amber. All right, next up, we've got a Christian Dior sample. I got this with like a code, you know, when I made a purchase off of the Dior beauty website, and it's supposed to be kind of like a pinky purple color. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera or not, but I'm just trying to see if I can get the scent notes here. It just says its floral and woody facets reveal the boldest nuances while exuding a sense of fullness and volume. Fancy. It brings together multiple olfactory hues to create a mysterious trail faceted by notes of citrus, rose, violet, and oak moss. So yeah, we're gonna try this one out. I briefly took a sneak peek of it, and it seemed pretty heavy, but I'm glad it's got some citrus in it. That should help lighten it up a bit. All right, and then next up, we got two more. We've got, okay, this is Dossier. This is like a dupe fragrance house. And to my understanding, Fruity Almond is a dupe for or inspired by Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. And I've never used it before. I've never used her, you know, her perfumes. The top notes on this is almond and peach. The middle notes are something called Orris, orange blossom, tuberose, and the base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, and cocoa. So this is a bit of another like fruity gourmand type scent. Typically not a fan of those. This came in a like a little set, you know, of different kinds, different fragrances, and so that's how I got it. So I'm gonna try it out again. It's the season for me. If I'm gonna try it, this is the season. And then last but not least is Jo Malone's English Pear and Freesia cologne. And this was given to me by a sales associate the last time I made a full-size purchase of Jo Malone. The top note is Williams Pear. I don't know what the difference is between a pear and a Williams pear, but this is Williams Pear. The middle and the heart of it is freesia, and the base of it is patchouli, a centrally deep woody note that enhances the longevity of a fragrance. So again, probably something a little heavy. I believe this is what is that called? Unisex, where it's marketed to anyone. Actually, I think a lot of Jo Malone's perfumes or fragrances are unisex. So, all right, you guys. So I'm going to do my best to use all of these this month. I don't have a lot of like special places that I'm going, but I like to put on perfume just when I'm at home. So yeah, that is my perfume plan. Next up is home fragrance. Disclaimer, I did used to be a Scentsy rep, and I have a lot of Scentsy left over. I'm not here to sell you Scentsy. Okay, so first up is Plum and White Woods. Pretty sure this is a retired scent. This is one of my favorite scents, and it is sweet raspberry preserves and damson plum weave through vanilla orchid. So, I absolutely adore this scent. I love plum in general, but reading that description, I probably wouldn't have typically gone for it, but for whatever reason, I'm obsessed with it. I love it, and it's a fave. Next up is Lemon Lavender. I only have one little lonely cube. This is a favorite of mine. It's lemon, it's lavender. Not much more to explain about that. This is another favorite of mine, Midnight in Curacao, and it is described as brazen notes of currant, orange, and Mirabelle plum sneak out after hours. So love this scent. It's a deep, darker, fruity scent. But like I said, it's deep, it's dark, it's not so light, and I really like it. What else do we have here? We have World Traveler, which is a Scentsy favorite. People love this. I like the smell of it, but I don't know that I'm crazy about my house smelling like it. I do have a couple more bars of it, but it's definitely retired. And the only thing I can find on it is blackberry, dark pomegranate, and oak bark. So it's kind of a masculine scent. And then next up is Go-Go Mango, and I know this one is definitely still available, and it is, the fragrant notes are banana flower, hibiscus, mango, and melon. And this is a really bright scent, and some of these heavier scents, I guess World Traveler and the one that I'm about to show you, because they are so heavy, sometimes I need like a half cube to mix in to just brighten it and lighten it a little, and that's why I picked this one. And then last but not least is Jack's Obsession, Nightmare Before Christmas. And this is definitely like a fall scent, I would say, more than a winter, but I think it's fine to still use. It's actually really nice. It's a spice scent, and it says the cauldron is full of apple spiced with clove and cinnamon, and it makes for a ghoulishly grand brew. So it's this kind of, the ring light's throwing it off, but it's kind of like a neon green. And yeah, I really like this. It's cidery, it's appley. It's definitely a good fall scent. So these are the scents that I want to 100% use up by the end of the month. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm not selling you Scentsy, so, and I do use other, other kinds of scents in my house, not just Scentsy. I know that can be a little triggering for people, and I just don't want to, push anyone in the wrong direction. Okay, minus my Bleecker 21, here's kind of the things that I went over for the month of December that I'm going to use or use up. After this, I'm going to insert some footage of my Porch Goose. I'll go ahead and say goodbye now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in my next video, and have a great December. Bye, guys. All right, you guys, does anybody else have a Porch Goose? This isn't exactly where he sits, but as far as lighting goes in this moment, it's the best I can get him. Right now he is dressed for Thanksgiving because it is the day after, and he is about to get his transformation. Right. This is him. I don't know why I'm calling him him. She's a her. Oh yeah, the lighting is horrible. This is her, and she's playing. She just told me she feels naked and she would appreciate a new outfit. All right, you guys. Here is her her Christmas outfit. She did tell me she's not thrilled with the tree tinsel, whatever stuff that is in her eyes, but she likes the outfit.